This year, for the first time, the European Union is partnering with the festival through High Definition Film Studio, a training institute and film production institute based in Abuja. And we are doing this because our priorities coincide very much. The ENIF gave a special place to young and female filmmakers, and our collaborations will include various channels, in particular EU Impact Lab workshop to help emerging young filmmakers, and also an EU Lab short film competition with a very important theme for us: youth, democracy, and inclusive society. Plus, the festival will also show various films from European Union countries. So I hope very much to visit Enugu in the future and perhaps join you for a future edition of the ENIF. And meanwhile, enjoy this 5th edition.
Realities of the youth in Nigeria as of today. What do you think is working and what is lacking? I'll start from you, Mr. Chu.
No miss, no misses, no madam. Thank you. I think the problems or opportunities are there are so many opportunities and there are challenges as well. So I think for Nigerian youths, I think the potential is there. So when you look at young people, you see that entrepreneurial spirit. They, irrespective of the business community not being conducive, but you see them strive, create content, do a lot of things. Some of them are going into agriculture, tech, fintech, all for them to survive. But at the same time, the policies are not favorable, right? And for you to run, if you're a business person and you're running an organization or running any kind of business here in Nigeria, number one thing you struggle with, it's power. So you begin to imagine that these young people have so much potential, but the environment is not conducive. So that's why you see a lot of them, try to leave Nigeria. And when they go to a country that works, they thrive. So for me, I see, irrespective of the challenges, I also see opportunities and success stories coming out from from here, and I hope it gets better.
All right, thank you very much. Please, a round of applause for Mr. G. You talked about the opportunities. There are a lot of opportunities, but the policies are not working. And so it makes a lot of youth in Nigeria run out. The whole Japa syndrome. Lorenzo, I want to push this to you. In terms of still trying to work around this stuff, how can youth in Nigeria, knowing that we have policies that are not working, is there still a way we can still navigate around this thing and be effective within this community?
Thank you very much for that question. Of course, I think the answer is actually within the response Ujuaku gave, because the young people that we see today have answers already, because they've either given up and decided to do something on the left or on the right, and that right is probably the genuine business ideas or building something, just like she mentioned, tech, entertainment, and the rest of them. While we have people that choose the other way, they feel that it's all about making the money, therefore they can go whatever length to get the money. So we've already accepted our fate, and we've started pursuing it. But where I have a problem is when we don't know that there is also a future. As young people today, we think it's all about us, and that is. I was in a conversation somewhere where they asked the generation that is 90. In fact, it was Professor Shoyinka that was in that panel, and he mentioned something. Then the generation after him started responding and said, and actually owned up. Some of them that were there owned up to the fact that they haven't really, that the problem started with them, and they haven't really handed over to the next generation. So we are a generation that don't even know we don't care about the future. We're just living for the now, and that's where there will be a problem. But if it's for navigating our way. They're already doing it. We are doing it. Great people. People are starting festivals here and there, pushing for writing books and self-publishing is an everyday thing now. So everybody is fighting. So our reality is that we found it. We know that it's likely not going to change. But the question is, what about the people that will come after us? What are we going to leave for them? Did I answer your question?
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, you spot another question. Because what you just said now, I don't think I've thought about this in that light. Truly, do you agree that this generation, we focus more on what we can do, how we can survive, than thinking about the future? We don't get time for future, I mean. Now, person when they're alive, they think future. So if then everybody go there all right, Abby. When they come, they go there all right. All right, so it's not really, I don't think it's really how our, to use the word ancestors, our parents, the other generation, I don't think that's how they did this stuff. They built a trajectory that we're working on. But I accept that it seems that our generation seems to think of now. May I survive first? I've not thought about this before. Trust me, you've given me food for thought. I need to go back and think, really. Okay, so the next question I want to ask, if you check Nigeria, like Mr. Joaku said, we're finding our way. There's something about the entertainment. It seems to like we've come to find solace in the creative industry. A lot of young people seem to find solace when it comes to TikTok, when it comes to Instagram, when it comes to the creative industry. We seem to be thriving. And when it comes to competing globally, it seems like when it comes to this industry, that's where Nigeria seems to compete globally. But you see, we watch videos too of maybe Chinese. You see Chinese 3-year-old child doing stuff in tech, maybe 6-year-old doing tech. You see, if in Africa we see us, we're dancing everywhere. I want to ask, these are creativity we're using as I don't know whether it's our own principle of comparative. Is that a principle of comparative advantage? Is it sustainable? I don't know if the question is it kind of sustainable? Can we compete in the long run, in the future? If this creative stuff is what we put our mind, do you think it's something that is really, really sustainable to compete globally in the next 20, 40, 50 years?
Absolutely, yes. Because I think the world has evolved. So if you look at the population of Nigeria, we have 70% of the population are young people. And by the year 2050, and that will be like double, right? And if you look at the way the world is moving, it's all about storytelling. There's this cultural renaissance. And yes, we may be dancing in Nigeria and in Africa. And part of why it looks as though we dance is that we also want to avoid some of the painful realities of our society. But at the same time, we're also using that to generate income. And I also think that we can compete globally very well because we're already doing that. So if you look at the United States, the UK, when our young people go there, whether in academics, in sports, in every area, they compete and they come on top of wherever you find them. So I think that content creation is very important. Knowing that, so there's this, I was somewhere last week and one of the attendees of the event was talking about intersection between science and arts. And what that means is that when you look at scientists, all they think about is knowledge. So when they bring out that knowledge, what happens? The storytellers will do what? Interpret it in the way that young people and everyone, whether you're educated or not, will understand. So for me, that's content creation. So what we are trying to do is to channel the energy of the young ones. Of course, you can dance on the internet, but you can also tell stories that matter, stories that inspire, and stories that can bring communities together. So, thank you.
All right, thank you very much. I'm going to push this to you, Lanzo. If you want to touch this, you can touch it. But given the current realities of the state of democracy in Nigeria, can the youth actually shape the democratic landscape in Nigeria? And how can that happen?
Okay, first of all, I'd like to touch on the last question first because, you know, a lot of great things are coming out of our industry, a lot of great things. But I'd like to, you mentioned competing, are we positioned to compete globally? We're positioned because, first of all, we have, competing globally is relative. Global, we're talking about the West, America, we're talking about the Europe. When they look at us, they see number. So that's the competition, right? So they know that we have strength, we have something that is coming out of us. Our young people are we have the most youth below the age of 28 than any other country right now. But to compete globally also means to be well equipped as a person, as a creative.
Yeah.
So that when you sit with your colleagues even in India, in Bollywood, so that when you sit with them, you can have a proper conversation. You can have, I'm all for that. In fact, that's why I'm in love with the idea of Impact Lab. Because while we are creating, you know, there's a lot of things we are doing with that. Everything is changing. You know, if this one leaves us, there's a trajectory already in the entertainment industry. You know, from the days of DVD, VCD. So if it leaves this generation, you see that the other ones keep struggling. They find it difficult. That's because they're not equipped for the entire thing, for the long run. Yeah. They're equipped for, you know, we can get it ready and done now. And that's exactly what's happening today. Everybody's on YouTube because it gives us money. I love it. I love money too. But you know, what about a channel on YouTube that also gives us films that make impact, that can change the narrative? You know, nobody has it. In fact, everyone thinks why would I spend too much money trying to make films that will go, you know, that level? But then I feel for us to be ready to compete globally, we should have trainings. We should start taking training seriously. And another thing is that people think that film is just entertainment. I'm all for entertainment, for depth, but film is also literature. Yeah. So if you don't read, if you don't study, oh my God, film is showbiz, right? And for those of you that are Christians, you guys say, study to show yourself. So that's showbiz. So if you don't study, what do you want to show? You can't show yourself and prove the workman that needs not be ashamed. So the question is, how many of us are really taking our time to attend film festivals like this? In fact, if you go to film festivals across Nigeria, the sessions that have the least people are where they're training people for anything or having conversation, industry sessions. Because that's how we want to see things, you know. So, but then that's why a lot of people don't even pass through pitching, because pitching is actually interaction. When you interact with your colleagues, you know what to say and what not to say. You know, a lot of people that pitch great. People like Kunle Afalaya, people like Obi Emeloye that we respect today, they can walk into any office and in 60 seconds convince them to give them all their money. You know? Because I'm not sure they went to any school to learn pitching, but they are walking into places where competitions will change the narrative for them. You asked a question about democracy.
Yeah, democracy.
Okay. I'll talk about that. Okay, please ask that again.
Given the current realities of the state of democracy in Nigeria, can the youth actually shape the democratic landscape in Nigeria? And how can this happen?
Well, don't you think it's happening already? You know, it's only the young people that can decide that someone can declare. Sorry?
Someone said no.
Who said no? No, it's happening. I can explain why it's happening. I'm not saying that we have youth as presidents. That's not, democracy is not just when you become president. You can decide, the young people can decide to put a 95-year-old man as president, and they are the ones that did that. Yes. And that can be democracy. I'm not saying that, it's not about the person sitting there. I'm talking about what happened in the last election. We had, within 8 months, young people said this is what they wanted, and it shook the entire nation. Whether the result is not the answer, and the question is if we can do it.
Yes.
That is an example of what we can do. So, and no nation changed. In fact, I'm not sure it has happened anywhere in the world that in 8 months, a party that never existed in our minds really just became talked about like that. The young people, because, and the problem again is,
We don't even know our power. The ones that were on the other side, that fell off the road, were people that were, you saw some of those films, they were given 5K. And then what are they saying today? The same people that ate the 5K. It's like that. So we are beginning to realize that it's beyond what we are taught, or what we perceive the whole system to be. You have to get it right. Look at what the Enugu State government is doing now. They are shaking things up. So people you think will never be anything in maybe the local governments or the power, they are getting something, and you can see that they are working. Same with some other states. I'm not going to mention the ones that are not working. Let's focus on the ones that are working. So yes, all of us can choose. If we vote, all of us, that SUG guy said, okay, I will run. So we should start thinking of running too. Yeah. My friend MC Fogo will say, I will run. I was wondering where he was running, but he at least ran. Let's be ready to fight, to get our things. I mean, it's not a physical fight, but it's a pen and paper brain fight, kind of fight. So yes, we can. I mean, can we?
Yes, we can. Obama said yes, we can. And we can. All right. So, like you said, the last election is like a template of what's possible. So what I want Ms. Uju Akun to respond to, with respect to what you said in terms of we can, is the fact that the perceived result of the last election did not work like what the young people expected. So that question that says shaping the landscape, I think there are two sides to it. Number one, you just proved that yes, the youth rose up and in 8 months they made this happen. Given the turnout, I want to say, I don't know how many percentage, but I believe I should, when I mention data, I should have my data correct. I don't know how many percent, but I know a lot of people generally tell me I'm not going back again. So they're trying to say, yes, we can, but I'm not scanning again. So that's why the question is like, should you come back the cycle and come to that point again? Is there a possibility of the youth still breaking through that wall? And how can this be?
I want to start by saying, yes, we can, right? But again, I think Nigerian youth, I love them so much. I love their resilience. And I love that they are courageous and very hardworking. But at the same time, I also think they are very useful. Because I don't think, I don't want to limit it to Nigerian youth and African youth. So I don't think that any country that wants to grow and develop will tolerate the kind of leaders that we have. Yes, we, in 8 months, they galvanized the election, and, the results came out, and whatever it is that happened. But at the same time, I think that when you want something, truly want a change in any society, you must do something to get that. You don't give up, right? So I think that it's true that we can. So see what happened, I think in 2020, Sorosoke, yes. Right? See what happened in the NCS, and everybody went back to rest. Then 2023 elections, and we are all sitting now. So they increased well from 750 to 1,000 to 1,003, and we are all resting, right? So I'm not trying to decide. What I'm saying, there are so many ways to galvanize that strength. There are so many ways to hold our leaders accountable. So you start by your local government chairman. Most of the young people don't even know who is representing them. In the Senate, in the House of Assembly, we don't have that data, and they don't care. So if you want a change, you need to start caring about who is representing you. Even if you don't put the person there, or that person is answerable to you. And again, we also need to educate ourselves in politics, because a lot of people run away from politics. So for you to be able to play and even support a campaign, you also need to understand the constitution. How many people are actually reading Nigeria's constitution? So let's even start from there. Then we can have a case. And of course, yes, we can. but I am not sure that African youths and Nigerian youths are doing it.
If it's an epic film, Nigerian epic film, they will say the gods have spoken. My jury has spoken. So, my partner, my friend in the control room, please put me up the green banner, the one that has 6 people. The green banner, that's for the Impact Lab. The Impact Lab, European Union Impact Lab. I hope my friend is in the room. He's up. Okay, good. Okay, good. So this is the Impact Lab. The 6 finalists. We have Abdulaziz, we have Choice, we have Darlentine, we have Gloria, we have Odera, and we have Treasure. My awards are here. Thank you very much. Okay, the first one. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the European Union Impact Lab Documentary Grant 2024 goes to... We'll take a quick commercial break. And when we... Ladies and gentlemen, the winner for this award goes to Odera. Odera. She's here, yeah. Odera, come for your award. And I welcome my boss. My boss's boss is not here, so my boss is here. My boss will be presenting this award, European Union Short Film Impact Lab Award. Yeah, that's the first one for the Impact Lab. Stand up for the champion, stand up for the champion, stand up. I suppose that is picture. All right. Odera, you have a word to say?
I just want to say thank you, to be very honest. I'm just very grateful. To be honest, I've been sick. Like, after I left here yesterday, I just went home and it was as if my system shut down. I didn't even think I was going to make it here today. But thank you so much. I am so grateful, and this is a film I'm really passionate and I want to make. And this is more like jet fuel to me. Thank you so much. I am grateful.
All right. Thank you very much, Odera. Thank you very much. Thank you. More pictures. Yeah.
Just need a picture with a millionaire. You come to the middle.
I just imagine what this 1 million would do for me now. Ah, God. And I mean, they give a person. Ladies and gentlemen, for the European Union Short Film Competition, the second runner-up. Yes. The second runner-up is... Do I have it up? Please change to the European Union Short Film Competition. The second banner. Good, thank you very much. The second runner-up goes to the short film, Being the Answer. Being the Answer. Is the maker of the film. What's your name? Okay, we're here to present Michael. Yeah, your colleague. Well done. Please, let's have the award for Michael Being the Answer. Okay, before I invite, yes, let's take the pictures. Then I will give him the mic.
Show me capital business. Show me character dickiness. When you wake up and I'm fucked that. To make breakfast for me. Over the nation, gimme.
All right, thank you very much. The phone does not belong to me. All right, the first runner-up for the European Union Short Film Competition goes to the film 5K by Erika Bale. 5K by Erika Bale. That's the first runner-up. Can I have the award for the first runner-up? And I know Erika Bale isn't here, but director, there's a representation. Oh, good. There's a representation to receive it for her.
So, congratulations on behalf of Erika Bale.
Erika Bale, yes. All right, and the final award for tonight. That's the grand award for the best short film European Union Short Film Competition, and award goes to the movie. The film is not here. The film is not. What happened? All right, we want to give credit to 2 films. Special mention. And those films were the films made with AI. Trust me, AI is the future. Right here, if you look at the film, this film here, The Magic Hour by Herbert Sagiato, and this other film, Wake Up by Gideon Ona. These were amazing films. You know, I know a lot more needs to be done, but this is good. They really tried, and we really want to encourage it. And for every filmmaker here, trust me, we're not just saying this. This is the future. So you need to really key into this. And right now, there are a lot of resources, a lot of grants, a lot of support for AI and AI filmmaking. So take advantage of it. But for tonight, the winner of the European Union Short Film Competition 2024 goes to the movie. The short film, actually, Graduation Night. Graduation Night. Selegots is here to help receive the award for Josh. Graduation Night. Graduation Night. All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm going to take a word from my boss before she goes back, so she doesn't have to. Okay.
Good evening, everyone. I'd like to say a huge congratulations to all the winners this evening. We look forward to many more of you winning this in subsequent editions, and it's not just what you have gotten tonight. Please, the idea is that you're impacted by everything that has happened here between yesterday and today, and that when next we hear of you, we'll be hearing of you beyond the shores of Nigeria and what you have achieved in the industry. So, he say indeed, or we'll say amen. That's really our prayer. So would like to say congratulations and thank you for coming. And thank you very much, to the organizers of Eastern Nigeria International Film Festival. Thank you so much, my sister Draco and my brother Ike. Thank you so much. You've done excellently well. Like we have said, this is the list of this film festival. We'll keep moving. Thank you.
Let me tell you what we did this year. We actually did a test run. This is a template. It's a test run. We just wanted to test the waters. We did come. And when we come, we're coming with a bang. So wait for us next year. From me, I love you all. God bless you.
So when I entered for the contest, to be honest, I was just at a point where I was very passionate about the story I wanted to tell, and it was something that meant so much to me because I've seen how in our society we're quick to, forget certain individuals, maybe probably because they are not of value to an extent, and I really wanted to tell the story. So to be honest, throughout the pitch, that was all I was thinking about, that I need to tell the story, and I hope that the jury would buy into the story that I want to tell and support me in telling it. So winning for me, it's more like, this dream of mine is coming through. And to be honest, I want to say big thank you to the Eastern Nigerian International Film Festival, because without them, this would not even be possible. They would not, we wouldn't have access to the European Union to have platforms like this for storytellers to be able to tell their story. So it's a big shout out, big shout out. Thank you so much.
Hi, my name is Daniel Werem. I'm the chairman of Southeast Film Crew Welfare, and representing Michael, the second runner-up in the European Union short film competition today, being held by Eastern Nigerian International Film Festival. First of all, I would like to talk about Southeast Film Crew Welfare. Southeast Film Crew Welfare is an NGO set up to checkmate the welfare of the whole crew members in Southeast and around the whole movie industry. And this NGO has been set up to make sure that the life of crew members are secured. And our national president is no other person but Director Kenny Bassey. I, Daniel Werem, the chairman. Also, I want to use this opportunity to thank European Union short film competition hosts, and also Eastern Nigerian International Film Festival for this opportunity they gave to Michael to showcase what he has got. And I want to assure them that Michael is very happy and pleased to receive this award, and promising them that in the next competition that he's going to come the first runner-up in the festival. And I want to also thank the festival host for giving the young ones, the young producers, the opportunities, scriptwriters, to showcase what they have got. We thank you, we love you, and God bless you so much for us.
My name is Udrako Makalo Akokwe. So it's been an excellent 4 days. So this is the 4th day, the award night. And today, what just happened this afternoon, the EU Impact Lab, the short film competition, and how people won awards, right? Got monetary rewards for the competition, the short film competition, the pitching. I mean, some people went home with ₦1 million, 500, 300,000. So this is a testament to what Eastern Nigeria International Film Festival represents in Southeast Nigeria. So for us, we are happy for the impact we are making in the lives of young people in this part of the world. We are happy that we are putting Southeast Nigeria on the global map. And we are happy that we have the support of the European Union, Nigeria, and ECOWAS this year, supporting ENIF, supporting our young creatives, and empowering them to go out there, shine, and compete with their colleagues. So for us, it's been all exciting, and we look for more partnerships, we look for more impact, because that's what we stand for. So, I mean, we can't talk about Eastern Nigeria International Film Festival 2024 without mentioning the support of the Enugu State government. And this is me saying a very big thank you to His Excellency Dr. Peter Mba. And I want to say that he is the only governor, this is our 5th year, and he's the only governor that we have ever knocked on his door that said, we are throwing our weight behind you. And he kept to his word, and he supported us. So everything you see happening within these 4 days is thanks to him and our other partners. And I love the people of Enugu, right? And the way they have welcomed my team and I and our visitors, our guests, is overwhelming. So for us, it's a big thank you to Enugu State government, to especially to Dr. Peter Mba, and to the Honorable Commissioner, Dame Ugochi Madueke, and her team. They've been excellent, they've been so supportive, and they have fed us very well, and we are happy. So for us, I would say that ENIF 2024 met all expectations. And please mark your calendars, get ready for ENIF 2025, third week of November 2025. ENIF is coming back to Enugu State, Nigeria. And see you there.
Okay, my name is Ugo Sokari George, the Public Affairs Officer of the European Union Delegation to Nigeria. Now today, I'm so excited about the Eastern Nigeria International Film Festival and the aspects that the European Union curated. And today, of course, this is the grand finale, and we've seen the winners of the Impact Lab and the short film competition that was launched about 3 weeks ago. Today, we've seen the results, and I'm really excited about the winners today. And the gifts that have been given out to them is to encourage our Nigerian youth to be more creative. Nigerians are creative, and we are saying that as much as possible, we'd like to encourage them to do a lot more in this field. The European Union will do a lot more in supporting them, as many people as would like to be part of this. So today I say huge congratulations to this. With the International Eastern Nigeria International Film Festival, as many people, as all the youth keep following them online and following EU in Nigeria, you will be exposed to events of this nature that will benefit them. That's what we are looking for. We want a lot more people to participate in this and to win and expose themselves to these events of this nature. I am sure the future will be a lot brighter for all of us.
Afambu Iken Nebwe, filmmaker, co-founder, Eastern Nigeria International Film Festival. Tata Buba Selma, Tata Amaka, Tata, we just concluded European Union short film competition and Impact Lab, and we just gave some awards, and it's just been an amazing experience to watch the films in competition, beautiful films by young filmmakers. A lot of these filmmakers were first-time filmmakers, but they did such beautiful work. Very cinematic, most of the films. The storytelling was on point, and they only had 3 minutes to tell these stories. And a lot of them spoke to the theme so directly and so beautifully. And I was really very impressed by the filmmakers that integrated AI in their storytelling, and which is speaking directly to our theme for this year, which is reimagine, so basically reimagining storytelling with AI. And this is part of the pre-event workshop that we did, and it was just so beautiful to see it being already practicalized. And then the films that won, congratulations to the winners, and thank you so much to European Union for the collaboration and the partnership. Thank you to Mrs. Ugo Sokari, the European Union rep, who has been with us for 2 days now during this lab, and who has handed the awards. And she's graciously told us that this was just basically testing the microphone, and that next year is going to be bigger and better. And so we are looking forward to next year, because it's just so clear that everybody was happy and excited about the entire process. And so it's been a beautiful day.
Dalum de Banyu, Afambu Michael Chilizin Chukudera, Unisu Mafia Arts and Books Festival. Tata in on the closing ceremony of Eastern Nigeria International Film Festival. This festival for the past 4 days has been an amazing experience. And Ogumeba, Kirifin, Sokwa Umibe Mdinka, Pankata, we met new people and everything. So it's a very wonderful experience. Ndiyenugo na wale awale, Digo na wale awale. Inya ine na ine mesi ke obros also na Lagos na Abuja na ke anu udiri event ono kwa na ligo. I na say Liban Bikoni na Abiana na umu event di otoa. Otago so afushasiri mu film afushasiri manaya man nke ndi umu wanye Ebonyi, the one that showed that what our women are going through around that area,
and also the impactful messages too for women to give birth to as many children that they can take care of and not give birth to a lot of children to reduce their suffering too. So these are the kind of impactful messages that films can give us, and it's important for us to continue to take art seriously as a vehicle to drive societal consciousness.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Bright Wonder Obin Obasi here, the curator for the European Union Short Film Competition and Impact Lab. I mean, this is my first time at ENIF, and trust me, my head is blown away. I've always loved the idea of not just making films, but also having these films not screened only internationally or in the Northwest, also here at home. You know, having this opportunity to come to the East to attend ENIF for me is refreshing because I've watched amazing films here, and also I've seen young people who are very passionate about not just making film, but making films the type that I like. I mean, films that drive social change. And our section so far with the Impact Lab yesterday was mind-blowing. I mean, based on testimonials from every other person. Today we had the awards. We had 4 young people win awards in the category of Best European Union Short Film for the year, the first runner-up, second runner-up, and also for our Impact Lab, we gave a 1 million naira short documentary grant. And seeing the smiles in the faces of these people and seeing how their lives were being transformed by being a part of the festival and being a part of the Impact Lab and being a part of this grand finale has been refreshing. For me, I'm very, very fulfilled. Curating the festival, curating the competition in this festival, and also I'm fulfilled being a part of this festival in 2024. So if you're a filmmaker out there in Nigeria, in Africa, in the world, ENIF is one festival you want to be in. So prepare your film for next year, ENIF 2025. See you there.